How you going? Welcome again to Worry Free Island. I hope you're here because you saw the other little video we did with the science of getting rich in plain English, little animated thing, trying to get it across to you in a little bit of different format so that you understand it totally. Today we've got chapter 2 and this is going to tell you all about the certain way. Hope you enjoy it. Any feedback you got, give it to me. Contact me through email or anywhere where you've seen this video and let me know what you think. Thank you. The science of getting rich is an exact science, the same as algebra and arithmetic, and there are also certain laws that govern the acquisition of riches, and once these laws are learnt and put into action, you will get rich with mathematical certainty. Money and property are obtained as a direct result of doing things in a certain way. And those people who do things in this certain way, whether knowingly or accidentally, will get rich. And those who do not do things in this certain way, no matter how hard they work or how capable they are, will remain poor. It is a natural law that like causes will always produce like effects. Therefore, any man or woman who learns to do things in the certain way will infallibly get rich. The following examples show the above statement to be true. Getting rich is not a matter of environment. If it were, all the people in certain neighbourhoods would become wealthy, and the people of one city would all be rich, and those living in other towns would all be poor. The truth is, we see rich and poor living side by side in the same environment, and often doing the same jobs. When two people live in the same area and run the same business, if one gets rich and the other remains poor, it shows that getting rich is not primarily a matter of environment, but as a result of doing things in that certain way. To do things in a certain way does not rely on any special knowledge or intelligence, and further, the ability to do things in a certain way is not due solely to the possession of talent. For many people who have great talent remain poor, while others who have very little talent get rich. If we study people who have become rich, we find that they are very average in all aspects, as they have no greater talents and abilities than other people. It is evident that they do not get rich because they possess talents and abilities that others do not have, but because they happen to do things in the certain way. Getting rich is not the result of saving or thrift, because many thrifty people are poor, while free spenders often get rich. Getting rich is not due to doing things that others fail to do. For two people in the same business, often doing exactly the same things, one gets rich while the other remains poor or even goes bankrupt. So from all the above information, we can come to the conclusion that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way. If we therefore agree that getting rich is the result of doing things in a certain way, and like causes always produce like effects, then any man or woman who can do things in that certain way can become rich, and the whole matter is brought within the domain of an exact science. Many people will question whether only limited people will be able to learn how to do things in a certain way. Fortunately, this can't be true, as anybody with the ability to read and understand these words can get rich. We have also discussed it is not a matter of environment. Of course, location will count for something. You wouldn't go to the heart of the desert and expect to be a successful business. Getting rich involves the necessity of dealing with people and where there are people to do business with. If anybody else in your town can get rich, so can you. It is not a matter of choosing a particular business or profession. People get rich in every business and profession, while others in the same business or profession remain in poverty. It is always preferable to be in a business or job that you enjoy, and if you have certain abilities or talent which are well developed, you would be advised to enter a job or business that utilises those talents. Also, a business suited to a locality must be considered. Obviously, an ice cream parlour in Greenland may not be an ideal location. But those general limitations aside, getting rich is not dependent upon getting involved in any particular business, but upon learning to do things in a certain way. If you are in business and somebody else in your locality is getting rich in the same business and you are not, is simply because those other people are doing things in a certain way. No one is prevented from getting rich by lack of capital. It is true, as your capital grows, your wealth becomes easier, but no matter how poor you may be, if you begin to do things in a certain way, you will begin to amass capital. Getting capital is a major part of the process of getting rich, and it will always come by doing things in a certain way. You may be the poorest person on the continent and be deeply in debt. You may not have friends, influence or assets, but if you begin to do things in a certain way, you will infallibly begin to get rich. For like causes must produce like effects. All things start in your present business, job and location. To do things in a certain way will always ensure success, and you must begin to live in harmony with the universe. Well, there you go. That's what it's all about. We learn now that it's all mathematical certainty that you can get rich. You've just got to follow the rules, and you've got to do things in a certain way. You're going to have to come back and find out what the certain way is. I'm going to get someone now to give us a hand back into the hammock, finish my gin and tonic. Thanks for calling by, and hope to see you soon. Cheers.